with a weekly recap. Today's going to be a little bit different, a little bit longer, because we're going to go through as much of the 2.14 update as we know, which hopefully is all of it. So getting right into it, the normal recap stuff, the early access pack and the current challenge is for Flashpoint Batman for the next 2 weeks. The online season reward is the Ancient Katana, Soul Taker Sword, and the Survivor Mode Legendary Gear is the LexCorp gear set for the next 2 weeks. Getting into a little bit more of the meat, the actual changes that the update has made, pretty much all the significant glitches are patched or not usable right now.
Yeah, and some of it, I'm not entirely sure actually whether it's patched or not. So, for example, the challenge reset, it's either patched or it's because of crashing, you can't do it.
Yeah.
The ones that we can confirm, the breakthrough glitch is no longer working, and we've updated the video to show that and removed it from our list of working glitches.
Mm-hmm.
Last Laugh Ticket glitch is no longer working. Also, rest in peace. That was probably the one thing that made augmenting bearable.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be really difficult now.
And the promotion glitch, at this point, we can't tell if it works or not. It's untestable because the conditions are not right.
Yeah. The energy glitch, so the one where you don't have to watch videos, is still working.
And I guess on a related point is that the time shift that we used to do to be able to do that is not working because it's crashing.
Yeah, pretty consistently.
So the airplane mode / refund glitch is still working.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and just out of interest to a lot of people, but not something that's useful, because whoever's doing it is already doing it, and they don't need us to tell them. There's a random power credit glitch that is working, and possibly only for iOS users.
Yeah, we haven't confirmed any Android reports.
Yeah, so when you switch out between the main screen and any different areas, whether it's the online fight, store, collection, whatever, it can trigger a pop-up that's like the Tapjoy free credits that you can earn by doing those little jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, it's working for a lot of people, but there's no real way to tell how it got started. If we ever discover, we'll tell you, but I don't know that it's actually working on Android, so it's not like we'll be able to figure it out. Just a word of advice, if you have it, don't go accumulating too many credits to get your account suspended. If you're looking for a safe number, 20 to 30 million is absolutely safe. We've been running that for the longest time. A bit more probably is too, but, no point taking risks. You can just spend it down, so if you're going to accumulate credits, spend some of it.
And I think it's interesting, because that style of glitch was actually the first glitch we ever encountered. We weren't able to replicate it, but right after I first downloaded the game, there was that General Zod gave you like 30,000 credits or something. It was some like 1 million players kind of thing. And I was able to get that reward a bunch of times by opening a menu and closing it again.
Well, I suspect, again, there was that big multiplayer season rewards glitch, right?
Yeah.
And I suspect it's something very similar where it's trying to give you the same sort of prizes over and over for stuff that you've done before.
Yeah.
And it's not registering that it's already given it to you.
Mm-hmm. So getting into some other update stuff, we've mentioned this, but there are only two new characters. You've got Blackest Night Superman, and he will be future MP season according to the patch notes. It hasn't come up yet though.
Right.
And Flashpoint Batman
is the current challenge.
Yeah.
And so when you look at his passive and links to the demo video that we did earlier showing him in play, the fourth world gear set is regeneration and not healing. So he does not negate the fourth world regeneration on Special 1.
Yep.
But he's still a great counter because of his destructive damage. Alright, so we weren't sure when we were filming it, but now that we've gone over the video, which we've linked to, the destructive damage is basically giving him double. So 500% crit damage instead of 250% crit damage.
Which is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's spectacular. So then Red Sun, Green Lantern, and Arkham Knight Batman become much more important when you're facing them because negating crit damage. I think that's probably the next place where they can go with that, is to have more sort of counters to that, whether it's gear or passives that negate crit damage.
Yep. There have been some additions to the Most Wanted pack in the update. Reverse Flash have been removed, and we have a video with a pack opening that we will also link to.
Yep.
There's been some additions to the challenge pack, and some characters were removed from that also.
Yep.
you can check the video in the description for that. Also, we've done pack openings for both of those.
So more 2.14 content that we've confirmed is that Survivor Mode tickets, instead of coming after every third fight starting from completing the second fight, it's one later. So it's actually harder to get last lap tickets. Besides losing the glitch, you have to be one fight further along to get
it's
the
after
tickets.
3, after 6, after 9, and after 12, as opposed to like before 3, 6, 9, and 12.
Also interesting, knocked out teammates, their passives no longer work in the next fight.
Yeah.
So in the case of characters who have an ongoing passive, like Raging Green Lantern, who gives you more power gen, it's still working in the fight where they get knocked out, but if you keep them in the slot in the next fight, it does absolutely nothing. And you can test this yourself by keeping a knocked out Batgirl.
Yeah, and then you can... That's a real easy visual way of telling. Yeah. The Spectre support card is back, which is an extra 7% damage for all characters, and you buy that with Alliance credits. So if it's not back in your collection, it should be now back in the store for 50 Alliance credits.
Yeah, so that was actually months ago that they were having problems. Again, I hate the fact that we're losing all the glitches, but I appreciate the fact that they're fixing them. It gives me hope that they're going to be supporting this for longer than just the next few months until Injustice 2 comes out.
Yeah, and hopefully the game will still be playable, and you'll still be able to keep everything maxed out without the glitches.
Right. Breakthrough, the lockout is fixed. The one where if you pick the wrong character, or if you have the wrong characters on your team, when the changeover in requirements happens, you're no longer locked out. You can go ahead and play Breakthrough again, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Boss Solomon Grundy, as you should be able to see now if you're paying attention, can keep part of his damage boost after healing.
Alright, so what's interesting is he doesn't keep all of it. I don't know how they judge it. So not only is his damage boost smoother, so instead of like 1 and 2 and 5 times, I think it seems like for every 10% he loses, he increases the factor of how much he increases damage. But if you heal him, he doesn't go back to base damage.
He goes to less, but we're not sure exactly how much.
Right. One other interesting thing, especially since we talked about recently, the refractory period for the AI for your opponents is a lot shorter after some swipe combos, meaning I have now been juggled by the AI where they just actually keep on hitting me, and my basic attacks and my block and my specials too don't seem to interrupt the time between finishing a combo and the start of the next one,
which sucks a little bit.
Yeah. Including Arkham Knight Batman. Actually, I've actually been juggled once by Arkham Knight Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, one other thing. I'm not sure whether this is actually new or whether I'm just playing it more because somebody mentioned it. So Regime Black Adam's passive was updated or improved a few updates ago, where his damage on specials was doubled. So he does twice as much damage if he's hit with a special, and that shield with the 3 or the special shiny
3
balls,
rotating orbs. Yeah.
Right. If it's there. So I've been playing with him more. And what's interesting that either I didn't notice before they improved it is that even if a hit knocks him out, he will still reflect damage
on that hit.
But I've only noticed it when he was hit by a special 3. So Killing Joke Joker knocked him out first, dropped in Regime Black Adam to take the special, took this first special, knocked out the guy, but he still had a little bit of health left. And then when the last person tagged in, special 3 knocked out Regime Black Adam, but also knocked out the other guy.
Yeah, so that means that opponents can definitely be knocked out by reflective damage, at least for special 3.
Only special 3, because I've done it a few times with special 1 and special 2.
Yeah.
Because, listen, being able to reflect twice the damage is spectacular. Most of the time, it'll be enough on a special 2 to take out the opponent, especially if it's a one-hit special 2.
Yeah. So if it takes you out, it basically takes them to no health.
Right. Yeah, so this is kind of cool. I don't know that it actually... Alright, so see there 3 times, 4 times. I don't know that Solomon Grundy is any more playable now. I mean, he's definitely improved. But I don't know that he's actually a great option for... multiplayer.
Yeah.
Just because he's still so slow.
I think the problem is he doesn't feel good. if the only way that Solomon Grundy would be playable is if he had way more damage than everyone else, and that would make him overpowered in some respects, right? So they can't really just do that. They can't just straight up make his damage way better. But it's a choice about, do you want to deal more damage?
Right.
Well, don't pick Solomon Grundy. Do you want to deal damage quicker? Then don't pick Solomon Grundy. And there's very few times where it's really good to pick him, right?
Yeah.
Really, it's only health. That's the only thing that you'd pick him. And even so, I think there's better choices, right?
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. So this one you saw, this fight just now with Arkham against Arkham Knight, when he was fully healed, he was still doing more than base damage.
Yeah, and we'll heal him not quite to full here, but pretty close.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because you're basically crippled unless you've got Regime Flash on the team.
I guess we
you
could
have to
see,
use tap combos. Sorry?
I guess we could if we wanted to test it out. Maybe not this time, but we'll see. We could try to see when the next times whatever damage engages, because it seems like it engaged there at ×3 and skip ×2, right?
Right.
So it's possible that that's what it is, that he just deals ×2 damage if he gets damaged and then healed.
Yeah, that makes sense based on what we're seeing.
But I guess we'd have to probably look at it a little more carefully than that. Man, too bad we don't have...
Yeah, we're trying to absorb take the special so we can bring Solomon Grundy. Come on, hurry up, man. You're wasting our time, Arkham Knight. Yeah, so it's definitely interesting. This 2.14 update's definitely crap. He's again
yeah,
just
so it
too slow.
skips 2 and then goes straight to 3, so I think that might be it. I think it might be 2 times damage beforehand. Because this is that was 4 times damage and it was dealing 2,000, right?
All right, well that was enough. I mean, I guess we can finish the fight. I hate losing if I can help it, but I guess we don't really need to. There's not much left to show in this video now that Solomon Grundy's been knocked out. So it definitely makes him a lot better. It doesn't make him really that great though. Playable, but not like a first choice.
So there we go. As far as we know, that is everything about the update. We will continue to let everybody know as we learn more, but we think that's it.
Yeah,
that's all we've seen.
If there's anything else you noticed, mention in the comments.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let us know.
And let everybody know, yeah.
Like and subscribe if you want. Don't do that if you don't feel like it. I think you can probably make your own decisions there. But we'd appreciate it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Komoda.